Hello friends, welcome to Creator King. What better way to start the day than with a powerful toy engine? Let's not waste any time connecting the wires. Take a plastic bottle cap and solder a large hole enough for one of the motor pivots to fit through. Find your reliable super glue and secure the cap. Repeat the previous steps on the opposite side. Make sure to secure it with hot glue. Cut a couple of pieces of metal wire with a pair of cutting pliers. With a very hot soldering iron, pierce the sides of both caps, creating 2 holes in each one so that the pieces of wire go through them easily. This will help make the rotating lid do its thing. As always, we will have to fasten them to prevent them from falling out. Repeat the same thing on the other side to have our rotating motor ready. It reminds me of a blender blade. A bit of wood will come in handy today to support the invention. With the help of the motor, measure and mark what you'll need, then cut it out with the saw. Apply super glue on the piece of wood and attach it to the motor. Look for the straw you drank your breakfast smoothie with and apply glue to add it to the invention. When I was younger, my mother put me on a smoothie diet. She was trying to starve me to death. Insert a wooden stick through the straw and with a pencil, mark the point where we need to cut. Once we have this stick ready, drill a hole through the width with a mini drill. It wouldn't hurt to save the sawdust left behind for the nativity scene of the approaching Christmas season. How do you guys celebrate Christmas? In my house, we buy a real tree and decorate everything for the arrival of the red-suited belly. Once we've applied glue to the inside of the hole, put a nail through the wooden stick. Using a pair of pliers, bend the ends of the wires as you can see on the screen to make it easier to rotate. A few popsicle sticks will come in handy, so why not eat some ice cream to get them? With pliers, cut the second stick several times to join it on top of the first stick. Apply glue to the opposite end of the popsicle stick and attach the piece of wood that we previously cut. But in order to make it automatic, we'll have to look for our friends, the rubber bands. My father used to tell me that every time I ate Maruchan soups, it was like eating a box of rubber bands, which he said was actually healthier than eating those soups. Anyway, diet and exercise. Take a thin wooden stick and cut a small piece, which we will glue to the back so that the rubber band can hold on to it. With this and a little bit of energy, it will launch anything from here to China. Look how powerful it is. Get a wide popsicle stick which we'll use to assemble another support to attach to the bottom of the motor. Cut another stick of the same width and join the upper popsicle sticks with the lower one. Apply more super glue to one end at the bottom and stick our power source there. Now that we're on the electrical part, get a red button and a pair of wires with snap. I'll let my shaman inventor magic take care of making the connections. Beautiful! Sometimes I surprise myself. We still need an entrance for the firepower, which we'll create by cutting a small rectangle in the straw with a box cutter. Apply glue to the corners of the freshly cut rectangle and glue a few more popsicle sticks there to start building the streamlined log storage tower. Once the log storage is ready, we must create the logs. What? Did you think you could buy them at the corner store? With an automatic rotary sander, we'll smooth out those ugly edges on the wood logs to give them more of a projectile-like appearance. Put a wider wooden stick in the log cartridge and with a pre-cut rubber band attach it to the structure with a little twist. Load your new toy. Put the stick on top of the cartridge and have fun like a kid at the carnival. It's beautiful and perfect to defend you from any evildoer with a phobia of wooden logs. Of course that phobia exists. There are people who are even afraid of peanut shells, and if you don't believe me, Google it. It's called arachibutyrophobia. It sounds like a tongue twister. I love slow motion. Feel the wrath of my new little toy plastic cups. This would be a good toy to bring to one of those healthy get-togethers with your friends. If the Tower of Cups is not enough proof of the ferocity of our invention, how about a Pringles can? My imagination knows no bounds. For the following invention, we'll need these sharp and pointy scissors, which we'll turn into a new school supply. Take your multi-purpose tool and tighten the screw on the scissors to prevent the pieces from slipping out of place. Find some small wooden clothespins like the ones used in flower shops. 2 will be enough. Get your instant super glue and apply some to the scissors. First apply it near the screw and glue the first pin. Put a little bit more almost halfway down and place the second pin there. These pins will perform the function for which they were created, holding things, like the pencil we'll add next. And that's it! You now have a new compass with a unique, spectacular, and different design. And it's all made from other school supplies. Everything is connected. Now you won't need to buy any more compasses. You'll only need a new pair of scissors. But what do you want? Nothing in life is free. Plus, you can also use the pen to create perfect, beautiful circles. At least your teacher will be impressed with my wit. I mean, yours. I hope you're ready for the last invention of the day. But what would you say if with the help of this skateboard and a couple of other objects we could improve the first invention? Take a foam mat and cut 2 long strips with the scissors from the previous invention. These strips will help our log launcher 2.0 to move wherever it wants to go. Glue the ends of the mat together, forming a band around the skateboard wheels on both sides. I wonder if these bands would make it easier to go for a ride without falling and leaving my dignity on the asphalt. Speaking of skateboarding, do any of you know how to skateboard professionally? Can someone teach me? Look for a pair of oversized toy wheels and a motor that you can probably get by dismantling one of your brother's latest birthday presents. After mounting the wheels on the motor, apply glue to the top and attach it to one end of the skateboard. The battery box that should also be left over from the toy you dismantled will be glued on top of the skateboard over the motorized wheels. Do the same with the electronic board, attaching it next to the batteries. Connect the wires in place so that your creation obeys your every command, or at least the forward and backward ones. Don't expect it to shake your hand or anything like that. Apply hot glue to the bottom of the log launcher and glue it a little past the middle of the skateboard. Add a wooden stick as a support underneath the first invention's motor. And to be sure that it doesn't fall apart, fasten it with a round of adhesive tape. Connect the wires from the first invention with those of the last one and get ready for war, soldier! With an automatic launching system, high-quality popsicle sticks, 2-wheel drive, and a 9-volt battery, I present the motorized log launcher 2.0. First round. In this corner, with 5 levels of height, weighing less than 100 grams and a party attitude, the Red Cups. Knockout with the first hit by our invention, defending his title as #1 offensive invention on this channel. And remember, never point it at any living thing, like puppies. If you use it against a puppy, we will come after you. Thanks for watching our inventions made out of household items today. Follow my channel if you'd like to learn more about making simple yet incredible inventions. Also, click on the link to see more videos about my amazing inventions. Click on the link to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.